sure that our cell phones are turned to silent or off. Second, let's please refrain from blocking the aisles because we're going to have a lot of logistical movement here. I want to make sure that we have room for everybody. And then finally, number 3 is please avoid blocking other people who may be taking pictures of their family members. Let's all have a chance to get everybody's picture made properly. So, now, may I ask everyone to please rise while we welcome our graduates. Wow, what a professional bunch there. You guys look fantastic. Well, instructors, honored guests, family members, and others join us on our live internet feed. I warmly welcome you and declare the commencement exercises for the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts officially open. You know, Auguste Escoffier served in the French Army during the Franco-Prussian War in the late 1800s. And he was recruited to cook for Marshal Auchelay-Bazin. He was actually taken prisoner after a lengthy siege at Metz. But that's not necessarily 100% true. The Marshal was the one that was actually captured. And being his chef, Auguste Escoffier volunteered to go with him into captivity so that he could still cook. During Escoffier's time in the military, he had a profound impact on how he approached the kitchen and the operations, and ultimately led him to require his chefs to dress in uniforms. And he inspired the creation of the brigade system, which is still in use today. At this time, we would like to honor all the veterans here with us today. May I ask all of our veterans to please rise and be recognized. Thank you so much for your service. Now I'd like to recognize the instructors who worked hard, hand in hand, mentoring you through your educational journey. Would the chef instructors and the general education instructors please rise? Now I'd also like to recognize several students who set themselves apart from the crowd during their time at Escoffier. They are identifiable by the special cords that they are awarded, and they're awarded for honors graduates and exemplary attendance. Would all the honors graduates and exemplary attendance graduates please rise? Thank you. You know, I've been hosting graduation ceremonies for more than 20 years now, and I can tell you these events are by far the best days of my career. Seeing the excitement on your face and the pride shown by your loved ones, it reinforces in me that what we do is meaningful and that the impact is generational. When I think about my own graduation nearly 40 years ago, I remember initially it didn't really mean that much to me, but man, it meant the world to my parents. And you know, over time, I came to appreciate the significance of this ritual, especially when my own children graduated. So I would say the graduation ceremony is a celebration of accomplishment and the transition to a new phase in your life. Take time today to appreciate what you've accomplished and set your sights on making a real impact on the culinary world in the future. You know, opportunities in the hospitality business these days have never been better for you to follow your dreams and to do big things. So I would make it your goal to learn as much as you can about these recent innovations and utilize them to create all kinds of great experiences for your customers. Because that's exactly what Auguste Escoffier did. He was an innovator, and he definitely changed the world. So go forward and carry on that legacy with pride. Now, having said all that, my dad once told me that the secret to being a good speaker is to learn the art of saying nothing quickly. So to that point, just let me say that today is a day for you all to reflect on your hard work, and it's a time for you to appreciate the goal that you accomplished in graduation. It's also a day to celebrate your accomplishments with the people that you love. So as you move forward in the next steps of your career, I want you to remember a few things. First of all, we are a family here at Escoffier, and we're here to assist you throughout your whole careers, not just up to the first job after graduation. The industry badly needs skilled culinary professionals at all levels, and we get calls from employers who are looking for those people every day. So please don't hesitate to reach back out to us so that we may assist you at any time during your career. Secondly, by being a graduate of the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, you have a responsibility to help the students who follow you. Like other graduates before you, I want you to come back and I want you to share your experiences with the current students. And as you move through your careers, I want you to hire the next generation of Auguste Escoffier graduates. The bottom line is the Escoffier legacy begins and ends with you. So thank you for being part of something that's bigger than ourselves. Today's first speaker comes to us via a short video. Michel Escoffier, the president of Auguste Escoffier Foundation and Museum, and the great-grandson of our namesake. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michel Escoffier.
I'm Michel Escoffier. I'll be one of the congratulate you for completing your career at the Auguste Escoffier. I hope that you enjoyed your time here and are able to walk away with a sense of accomplishment. More than anything, you should be excited to begin your culinary career. If you graduate from this school, not only will you have the advantage of a diploma under your belt, also, we have a lifelong commitment to supporting you with your job placement. I'm excited for you. You should be excited as well. I wish my great-grandfather could see and congratulate you. He would be very proud to see his legacy live on through each and every one of you. Congratulations once again.
So to introduce our first speaker today, I would like to welcome to the podium Chef Tammy Barnhill.
Welcome, everyone. It's so good to see you. My goodness. We're so happy you're here, family, friends. Thank you for being here to support your graduates. So I have a question for you this morning. What makes a person stand out? Are they tall? Do they have a big booming voice? Can they tell the very best jokes? From the heart of an instructor, the person who stands out most is not always the one who stands the tallest or waves their banner the highest. Instead, it's the one who is kind, attentive, unassuming, respectful, watching with eager anticipation, ready to learn, always prepared, eager to dig in and understand. This person is metaphorically a sponge, a beacon of growth and adaptability, soaking up knowledge and experiences and then squeezing them out to share with others. Today, I'm honored to introduce to you such a person as this, and it's our pastry arts speaker, Miss Catherine Ellis Jenkins. Catherine was born in China. And at the age of 1, she was adopted by her parents, Chris and Sarah Jenkins. She grew up in Georgetown, where she enjoys watching movies, shows, musicals. She also writes poetry and loves to build puzzles. This creative side of Catherine is what led her to pursue a career, an education in pastry arts. We're honored that she chose our school to attend. But Catherine didn't just attend school. She excelled. She loves learning and was a sponge in our classes, absorbing all that she could from all of her instructors, whether it was in the kitchen or it was in the gen ed classes. Catherine did not miss one single day of school her entire time here. She's graduating today with both exemplary attendance and high honors. She completed her externship at Sweet Tooth Parlor in Round Rock, where she still works as a baker and cake decorator. Yay! She specializes primarily in cakes, including fillings, buttercreams, decorations, but she also enjoys bread making and pastries. When Catherine came to our school, she didn't realize that not only did her precious mom and dad adopt her at the age of 1, but all of us here at Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts adopted her and the rest of you into our family. I had the privilege of being Catherine's instructor during her 201 patisserie block and again in the 401 global and international block. Many times after class, she would just stay around after class and she would say, "Chef, is there anything I can help you with today?" Or we would just sit around and we would talk for long periods of time. Those times will always hold a very special place in my heart. So, on behalf of Chef Kara, Chef Jackie, and myself, with great pleasure, I'm deeply honored to welcome to the stage our pastry art speaker, Miss Catherine Jenkins.
Thank you, Chef Tammy, for that such kind introduction. Greetings, everyone. My name is Catherine Jenkins, and I pursued the degree in the pastry and baking arts. I'm so honored to be standing up in front of all of you and speaking with you all. And thank you so, so much for coming here and supporting our fellow graduates, and for you students for being here and showing up. It means so much. So I started at Escoffier back in August of 2023, and I have always wanted to be a chef, like ever since I was little. I remember just being in the kitchen, helping my mom just like make pancakes or something in the morning, or even helping my dad at dinner boil some water for spaghetti. Food has always just been a huge part of my life, and it's always made me so, so happy, and I know it's made so, so many of you happy as well. And I'm just happy to spread that, that love and desire with each and every one of you. I would say throughout my entire life that I've always wanted to be a chef and always wanted to cook, but there was a moment in my life where I had some self-doubt, and it was sort of like you just got lost for a little bit. But luckily, I've had some very strong foundations in my life, with not only my family supporting me, but also whenever I joined my high school culinary class, that really helped pave my way and even introduced me to come here to Escoffier as well. And while at my time at Escoffier, it was so, so much fun. I loved each and every bit of it, but I would say the best part about everything that I've done is getting to meet and be with all the people here at Escoffier. So I'd like to say some thank yous. Firstly, thank you to all the students just for sharing something that we all love, sharing the desire and the passion. I want to thank my instructors because they taught me so, so well and were so kind and gentle with everyone. I want to thank my classmates who were with me for every single class. It was so fun getting to know all of you, and you made me laugh so much. I want to thank my former roommates. You were so kind, and you were with me every step of the way, good or bad. And lastly, I want to thank my family. Thank you so much for supporting me through every decision that I've made. That has meant so much, and having the right people truly helped me thrive through this. Graduates, you have now taken the first steps in becoming a chef. I'm so, so proud of each and every one of you. There will definitely be times of difficulty, and there will be things that you won't like, and that's just bound to happen. But I know you can get through it all. It is your choice to choose the wisest option that will help support you and better your future. The best piece of advice I can give you is just to pursue your happiness, do the things that you love, and have fun while doing it. You'll get over the bad times, I promise. I wish you all the best. I truly hope you succeed in what you all do. I've heard so many stories and so many plans of what you all want to do, and I hope you can pursue them, and I hope it's not the hardest journey ever. So, with that being said, congratulations on completing the first milestone of your culinary journeys. I hope you all are taking it to wonderful places, and congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Catherine. And now I would like to welcome Chef Miguel Olmedo to the podium.
Here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud families, and fellow graduates, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our student speaker for today. She hails from the vibrant city of New York, has been dedicated and hardworking member of our culinary community here at Escoffier School of Culinary Arts through her time at our program. I had the privilege of teaching Ms. Christy St. Jude in both the foundations and regional cuisine classes. From the very beginning, it was clear that she had a passion for food, an unwavering commitment to her craft, and an infectious energy that inspired those around her, even myself. You all guys inspire me too. Christy's dedication to learning and growing as a culinarian is truly commendable. She faced every challenge with determination, and her focus on her excellence never wavered, whether it was mastering the fundamentals or embracing the complexities of regional cuisine. And that was a hard class too. Fun though. Christy always put the effort needed to succeed as she prepares to return back to New York City to follow her culinary passion. I have no doubt that Christy will continue to make a meaningful impact on the culinary world. She is not only a talented individual, but also someone who embodies the spirit and perseverance of dedication. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Christy St. Jude, our student speaker for today's ceremony. Come on, Ms. Christy.
Hello. Okay. Good morning, friends, family, in the George Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, class of 2024. I'm looking at a beautiful room right now, full of our biggest supporters, and I can feel the love circulating here in this room today. Sorry. I was asked to speak today on behalf of the culinary students, and I'm hoping what I share with you can inspire you. But first, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Christy St. Just. I'm 22, and I'm on my way to be the best chef the world has ever seen. I have a very long way to go, though. I started at Escoffier. I was 20, having endless daydreams of what it would be like to be at the pinnacle of culinary creativity. Where's the best possible place I can go that would push me into doing my best? Do I have what it takes? I can be a private chef for some celebrity in Beverly Hills. Maybe I'll be at the Bocuse d'Or competing against protégés around the world. Maybe I'll get a James Beard Award. Maybe I'll earn Michelin stars. But I'm not someone who comes from endless resources. I'm not someone who's blessed with skills of a protege, nor did I know anybody who could introduce me to the right people to take me to the places I'm dreaming of. There's a quote from Chef Andre Natera: "Work in the kitchens you aspire to lead." I wanted to be surrounded by people I was certain were better than me. The pursuit of becoming a chef, I believe, should be defined as the path of an artist. There's a lot of controversy in the industry of whether a cook should be called chef, but I've always considered myself an artist. The best artist and creator of all time, I believe, is God. I mean, isn't it a miracle how this world was created so perfectly to fit the exact needs of everything that breathes on it? Unlike a painter whose paint can sit on a shelf for months or years, or a dancer whose tools are within their ability to move and listen, responsibility from God gets passed down to us once we pull ingredients out of the ground. I could see this very clearly in Farm to Table with Chef Eric. When we would go to the farm every week, those ingredients are still living, but they begin to die, and we have to figure out how we'll prepare them best to transfer one life to another life. We're responsible for maintaining this balance so life doesn't go to waste. We're artists, but as cooks, we don't always have the opportunity to create new dishes, oftentimes simply working on properly executing someone else's vision. I mean, we're the ones doing all the work anyways. I'm just kidding. I'm sure executive chefs have a lot of hard work to do. Us artists are nurturing our friends, families, and guests, but we're also responsible for nurturing the ingredient before it rots and goes to waste, catching it at its peak ripeness. You can pull a tomato out of the ground and serve it fresh, grill it, puree it and cook it down, or extend its shelf life by adding sugar and making ketchup, or basil and butter and making tomato basil compound butter. We have to think about how many calories is this in the end? How many nutrients do we lose by processing it? In restaurant operations with Chef Scott, he taught us that when you're paying for an ingredient, you pay for it by its weight, seeds, stems, and all. If you can best figure out how to use those parts, you'll have used your money wisely. I wanted to work in a kitchen where the concept of us being artists pressed for time to preserve the life of an ingredient, to preserve the life of the person who eats it, is magnified. Having avant-garde approaches on hyper-seasonal ingredients that I've never seen before, using techniques that I've never tried or heard of. I wanted to work in a kitchen that took the treatment of ingredients from how it's stored in a container to how it's processed to how it's plated is being micromanaged, because we're preserving the life and beauty within the ingredient before it goes to the guest. I wanted to work for a crazy chef. I wanted to work with nerds and artists who saw things that way and made sure everyone in the kitchen cared just as much. My friend, he's not here with us today, but he was in our class in the beginning. Jason Jacobs told me, if your dreams don't scare you, then you aren't dreaming big enough. Even though I was still scared to work in that kind of kitchen, like a Michelin kitchen, like in New York or something, I decided I wasn't gonna let fear stop me. I had a choice to make. I had to take a leap of faith and pave my own path. I changed my mindset, I suppressed my fear, and chose to be fierce. I had to be aware of and accountable for my flaws and actions, and that was easier said than done, though. While studying here at Escoffier, I was able to learn an array of skills to help me make it into kitchens that I admired here in Austin. I ended up landing a position as garde manger for a really great restaurant group here in Austin. I worked there with not enough experience at all, just with a good attitude and the intention of getting ready to work in Michelin kitchens. But even through my persistence and desire to do my best, I faced many challenges. I struggled to wake up many times to go to school, then to go to work right after school, pulling 16-hour days in the kitchen, 5 days a week. I struggled with my emotions, having to take blunt criticisms from the chefs who took a chance on an inexperienced cook who's still in culinary school. I struggled to fall asleep at night after these long days, working services that I had failed miserably. I mean, I would run out of my mise, didn't communicate when I needed help, and when I needed to make more of my station prep, my skills weren't fast enough or refined enough to properly pull myself out of the weeds and still meet my chef standards. These things would keep me up at night, the voices of my coworkers teasing me, and the thoughts of my chefs questioning my ability. Oh, and the ticket printer. That sound. Sometimes I think I'm never gonna survive Michelin kitchens. Like, what am I doing here? But then I'd go to school, 10 a.m. sharp, most of the time. And I'd be greeted by Chef Miguel's gracious greetings and motivational energy, and Chef Rapp's grand good mornings. With a big smile, and he'd be like, "How are you, Cece?" And just like that, I'm locked in and I'm reminded I'm still learning. In this line of work, you are forever a student. The learning never stops, and right now isn't the time to beat myself up. The lessons that I was learning were just hard lessons. I'd go to school and make things like ballantine, bouillabaisse, coq au vin, ratatouille, tuning into the creativity that I was seeking so desperately. Chef Miguel would remind us of this saying, if you can't take the heat, then get out of the kitchen, and that it takes thick skin to be able to endure the nature of fine dining kitchens. I needed that reminder to be able to bring myself to where I wanted to go next. I needed that to keep my hand on the ball. When it was time to do my externship, I had to get myself to New York. I was scared to go. I was scared to drive from Texas to New York and live far away from my loved ones. I was scared that I'd be spending all of my savings on being in New York and that I wouldn't be able to survive it just to be turned away by every restaurant I desired to work in. But I didn't let fear stop me. I kept on thinking, I'm not ready. I have so much more to learn before I go there. Maybe if I save a little bit more and wait a little bit longer, I'll be ready. But I think we often make waiting to be ready an excuse. Now, I've been living in New York for 7 months, and I'm responsible for the savory production in a 2 Michelin star kitchen. What took me there wasn't my skills or the people I knew. It was my determination for success, dedication, and love of this craft, accountability for my actions, a good attitude, and the willingness to learn and say yes, chef. Fear is something that I often run from, but fear is an indication that you care about something. You run to catch the bus because you don't want to be late. You run for your life because you want to live, and you push on your station because you want to master your craft. What took me there was the love and support I received from my mentors, my friends, and my family. I want to thank a friend I have here graduating tonight who started in the pastry program the same time as I started the culinary program. She has been my closest confidant and heard every insane kitchen story I had from A to Z. She was the shoulder I leaned on when I felt like quitting my job, on the nights where I failed on my station, when I felt like it was me against me. She understood my pain, and she shared words with me that helped me pick my head up, and we both would fuel each other's fire, being absolute nerds because food seemed to be the only thing we knew how to talk about. We would plot and plan on living in places like Italy, France, Switzerland, Spain, cooking in foreign kitchens, and learning around the world. We consistently inspired each other. She never made me feel like going to Michelin kitchens was bigger than me, and always reinstilled resilience. And she recognized my hustle in the same way that I recognized hers. Thank you, Daniela Barrera. I also want to thank Mark Dougherty, Career Services Director. I was in his office like every day for the first 2 weeks of school, like asking him, what can I do? How do I get ready? And like, I just really wanted to go to Michelin kitchens, and he pointed me towards like where I could go in Austin to help me like train myself and condition myself to work in a Michelin kitchen. And he honestly like hit the nail on the head. He knew the cream of the crop here in Austin, and like I would be pretty lost. I don't know where I'd be, where I would have worked. I don't know how ready I would have been, but he really helped a lot. So thank you, Mark Dougherty. To my brother, thank you for always encouraging me to think outside of the box. You've always reminded me to surround myself with like-minded individuals and to be careful about what I let influence my decisions. I was able to mute the distracting noise around me because you always encouraged me to think for myself. Thank you, Enoch. I think we all know how much the backbone of this industry is immigrant workers. My grandfather, Delis Bowie, came here from Haiti over 50 years ago. He brought his wife and his 5 kids with him, and now he has 14 grandchildren who are able to pursue anything they want in this country. Thank you for all your hard work and sacrifice, Grandpa. I'd like to thank my mother for nurturing every endeavor I ever wanted to try. She's always done her best to make sure me and my brother had what we needed growing up and would make sure we had tools that we needed to pursue our passions. Even if those passions were temporary, my mother believed in our ability to be great. She's the one who taught me what nurturing from the heart was. She consistently divided herself into several parts to take care of her kin. And the fountain of love that pours from her heart is unending. She raised me to believe that I can be and do anything I want, and without her constant support, I wouldn't have made it this far. Thank you, Mom. Lastly, I'd like to thank God for following me through every situation and every opportunity. To my classmates, I hope you nurture the artist in you forever. I hope you can find it in yourself to romanticize this love language we call hospitality. You'll need it because this industry is hard. It's because we're not just cooking, we're transferring life into more life, and God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Don't be afraid to dream big. Don't be afraid to walk towards your vision. Actually, you need to run towards your vision as fast as you can, because there's a million reasons why you shouldn't make the move, and even after you decide to go through with it and you're on your way, there's gonna be 1,000,001 problems that will make you wanna turn around. I'm telling you right now, do not cower. Don't let yourself be a big fish in a small pond. Jump into the ocean. Surround yourself with people you know are better than you. Seek discomfort, get humbled, feel that pain, because in pain and fear, there is growth. Thank you.
Well, I got to tell you, that's two really, really inspirational speeches there. Can I have a little extra applause for that? Well, today's commencement speaker is no stranger to any of the students that have volunteered to work at the Austin Food and Wine Festival every year. Chef Julie Bush is a native Texan who grew up in San Antonio. As she was working her way through undergrad work in college, she made the bold decision to change direction, to take a leap of faith, and to follow her passion to culinary school in Atlanta, Georgia, where she graduated from the Art Institute of Atlanta with honors. A few years later, she took it even further as she obtained a degree in pastry arts at the Florida Culinary Institute. Post-graduation, Chef Julie worked at various luxury hotels and award-winning restaurants from Palm Beach to Baltimore before returning home to her home here in Texas, where she taught pastry arts before moving into food service sales. For the past 10 years, though, Julie has been on the culinary production team for the Austin Food and Wine Festival and Music City Food. She has been an amazing leader for those events and has made it possible for our students to gain incredible experiences working with some of the greatest chefs in the country. Would you please help me to welcome Chef Julie Bush?
Okay. Yeah, I'm short. Okay. Wow, not quite sure how I can follow those things up, but definitely going to take some advice I was given today, and I'm going to be fierce. I hope we all can. Here goes. Esteemed faculty, proud families, and most importantly, to the incredible graduates here today, thank you for inviting me to share this momentous occasion with you. It's truly an honor to be here with all of you on this unforgettable day. 25 years ago, I was sitting in your exact seat, wearing a brand new, overly starched chef coat, waiting to hear my name called. Like Marcus said, I graduated with a culinary arts degree from the Art Institute of Atlanta, and just 3 months later, I found myself back in school again, this time pursuing baking and pastry. My education took me from Atlanta to Palm Beach and then across the ocean to Tain-l'Hermitage, France. I've staged in Vienna, Austria, Manhattan, and Washington, D.C. And after 15 years of working as a pastry chef, I returned to culinary school once again, but this time I was the instructor. From there, I veered into culinary event production, working with food and music festivals, and the Austin Food and Wine Festival led me to this amazing partnership that I have with Escoffier and all of you. The last couple of stops in my career have been in the corporate food world, from distribution sales to my current role as a broker, where I represent manufacturers and promote their products in the food service industry. Through all of these chapters, one theme has remained constant: food, education, and chefs. This is my community, and now this is yours. What I know and what you are learning is that the culinary world, both in the kitchen and beyond, is built on mutual respect. We respect one another's hard work, creativity, and accomplishments. Your passion for food provides you with an instant connection to any person anywhere on the planet. A shared love of food is one of the most universal ways we come together. From childhood memories of grandma's cooking to the celebration of a holiday meal, food is at the heart of so many pivotal moments in our lives. And thanks to your education here at Escoffier, you now know the what, the how, and the why of a recipe. You have been equipped with the technical skills and foundational knowledge to execute dishes with confidence. Trust that knowledge. Trust in what you've learned here and continue to build upon it. But above all, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Some of my best learning moments in my life have come from the mistakes I've made along the way. I want to share a story with you. 8 years ago, I had a culinary student who was changing careers from the science field. She was incredibly diligent, following recipes to the letter. She demanded perfection in everything she did. And that week, we were working on layer cakes. She worked with such precision, measuring each layer, icing carefully. So I walked up to her table, and without warning, I put my hand right on top of her freshly iced cake. There was my perfect handprint on top of her perfect cake. Well, let me assure you, this was not an act of sabotage, more of a hands-on lesson, pun intended. Her response was intense, more intense than I expected. There was hyperventilating, panic, and all sorts of stress. But after she calmed down, we took a step back and assessed the situation. And in doing so, she learned some valuable lessons. Accidents happen. Breathe through the freak out and find the solution. The moral of the story is, embrace the lesson in your mistakes. And remember, if you're freaking out, you're not going to solve the problem. Stay calm from it. Stay calm, learn from it, and move forward. Perfection is not the goal. It's learning and growing that come from the journey. By the way, that same student just opened her very first bakery in Israel 6 months ago. So, thank you. Always know learning happens everywhere. It's not just in the classroom. Okay. The real lessons are all around you, from your colleagues, mentors, the challenges you face, and yes, even from your failures. Every experience is a chance to grow, and if you stay open to learning, you will never stop improving. To quote Anne Burrell, a favorite food and wine chef of ours, I believe there's always something new to learn. In fact, that's one of the reasons I chose to become a chef, that my education is never over. So keep learning, keep growing, and never stop being curious. Finally, I want to leave you with this thought. The culinary world rewards creativity, hard work, and courage. You, each of you, have what it takes to make an impact. Your journey, like mine, will take many unexpected turns, but as long as you stay true to your passion, the sky is the limit. So as you walk across this stage today, know that this is not the end. This is the beginning, and the real adventure starts now. The world is hungry for the flavors, the innovation, and the joy that only you can bring. Congratulations, class of 2024. You've earned this moment. Now it's time to go out and make it delicious. Thank you.
Well, you know, we've had a lot of really inspiring stories today. It just hits me that all of these different things that you've heard today, the world is open and the opportunities are incredible for you right now. And you have the knowledge that you need to go out and do that. Don't be afraid. Absolutely not. Do not be afraid. You've heard that over and over and over today. And there's proof that if you believe that you can do it, you can do it. Because people today, they want to help you. They want you to succeed. And incredibly enough, you know, we're always there behind you if you need anything from us. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's proceed to the moment that we've been waiting for. Will the culinary arts graduates please rise? Now, join me in welcoming to the podium our executive chef, Robin McCarthy.
On behalf of the chef instructors of the culinary arts programs, I hereby declare that these candidates have met all of the requirements for the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts Associates and Diplomas programs and request that such honor be conferred upon them at this time. Please make your way to the stage to the left.
Jonathan Dominguez. Trey Yet. Nathan Sprouse. Kiana Phillips. Adrian Jimenez. Pamela D'Amelio. Caleb Wilkinson. Damian Amon. Kai Siegel. Axel Garcia. Sebastian Navarro. Annalise Rostad. Sophia McLean. Brenna Milliorn. Jalen McDonald. Jalen Burgess. Christian Steptoe. Giancarlo Escobedo. Amber Gutierrez. Ms. Betty Moultrie. Ronald Martinez. Eric Mesa. Montgomery Wiley. Ella Pung. Ashlyn Serrano. Belinda Tijerina. Lillian Reed. Caleb Price. Good. Jeremy Bocara. Kayla Wade. Jayshawn Balancier. Lidiana Ibarbo. Jared Jimenez. Joe Shell. Christy St. Juice. Caleb Mathis. William Hetherington. Donovan Tiffany. Christopher Munhia. I know. Taylor Clarkson. Juan Olivares. Micah Westbrook. Abraham Gonzalez. Nicholas Moore. Cheyenne Torres. Stefan Wright. Niraj Bhakta. Kristen Gove. Brian Cardoza. Saul Lopez Roldan. Donald Gamboa. Patrice Harris.
on behalf of the chef instructors of the Pastry Arts program, I hereby declare that these candidates have met all of the requirements for the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts Associates and diploma programs in the pastry arts, and request that such honor be conferred upon them at this time. Please make your stage to the left.
With high honors and perfect attendance, Claire Wagner. Michaela Kirkland. I didn't see you here. You cut your hair. Rosalind Ortiz. With high honors and perfect attendance, Trinity Salcedo. With high honors and perfect attendance, Catherine Jenkins. Michelle Gallegos. Alana Gandhi, with honors. Thank you. With high honors, Cheyenne Arenas. High honors and perfect attendance, Allison Frazier. With honors, Daniela Parera. Congratulations. With high honors and perfect attendance, Isabella Bargo. With high honors, Aaron Weir. All right. Cesar Reyes. With high honors and perfect attendance, Angelina Cumming. With high honors, Madeline Brown. Round two. Patrice Harris. With honors, Brianna Devine. With high honors, Kaylin Keith.
Well, all right then. Now, would all the graduates please stand? Under the authority invested in me by the Texas Workforce Commission, the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, the Council on Occupational Education, the American Culinary Federation, and the trustees and board of directors of Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, Michelle Escoffier on behalf of the Escoffier Foundation, and upon the recommendation of the chef instructors and campus leadership, I hereby confer upon each of you the respective credentials for which you have been recommended with all rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations thereunto. And I offer each and every one of you my sincerest congratulations. Please be seated.
Good morning. Graduates, under your seats, there is a toque. Please pull it out. Don't put it on yet. Just hold it. Today, as we gather to celebrate the culmination of your culinary education, I stand before you to reflect on the significance of the toque blanche, a symbol that embodies the essence of your chosen profession. The toque, or the chef's hat, is not just a piece of cloth. It carries a history and meaning within the culinary community. Originating in the 19th century, the toque was introduced by the iconic chef Marie-Antoine Carême as a representation of the virtues and aspirations of a chef. Its height symbolizes the knowledge and expertise that a chef possesses, earned through years of dedication, practice, and learning. We wear this traditional hat today, and we acknowledge our responsibility that comes with it. The toque is not only a symbol of our hard-earned skills, but also a reminder of the commitment we make to honor the culinary arts and its time-honored traditions. It embodies the values of precision, creativity, passion, perseverance that are all central to our craft. Throughout your culinary education, you've embarked on a transformative journey, honing your abilities and embracing the challenges to shape your culinary identities. This toque represents the many hours you have spent in the kitchen perfecting your techniques, enduring the heat, the pressure, the successes, some not successes, some misses, but mostly successes, and discovering the joy of creating dishes that inspire and excite. But as you celebrate this remarkable achievement, please remain humble and eager to learn. The culinary world is ever evolving, and your education should never cease. The toque serves as a constant reminder to continue seeking knowledge, embracing diversity, and pushing the boundaries of your creativity. Graduates, wear your toque with pride, please. It signifies not only your accomplishments, but your commitment to the art of cooking and the joy of bringing people together through food. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts.
Please rise and be recognized. Impressive. To all you graduates, again, I just say congratulations. We wish you all the best in your careers, and we're here to support you along the way. So once again, on behalf of the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, we congratulate you. We wish you a prosperous career. Thank you all for coming. And that concludes today's ceremony.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got, don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go. Bring me down.
I didn't pay her to say my name.
Bring me down. Love is too